If you're craving zombies, insane cults, magic butterflies, corrupt politicians, and crazy alien invaders, then look no further than Earthbound on the Super Nintendo. Released in 1995, Earthbound was very off-putting when you saw it on the shelf at the store or when you saw an advertisement for it. If you remember seeing the ads that said, "This game stinks," you've definitely seen a classic Earthbound ad. Of course, the game itself doesn't stink, just those scratch-and-sniff stickers and cards they packaged with the game did, which those actually really stunk quite a bit. Your mission in Earthbound is to take this little magic stone a little bug called Buzz gives you, who came on a meteorite, and gather the power of these special spots that only Ness, our hero, can enter. These Your Sanctuary locations are all over the world in Earthbound, and he and his 3 friends must stop the evil alien invader called Gygus, who's attacking from the past, but also is attacking and exists in the future and the present. There's an Apple of Enlightenment that you'll never see. You'll fight zombies, clocks, fire hydrants, taxicabs, giant piles of vomit, road signs, hippies, bag ladies, electrocuted men, and many more enemies, all in the name of saving the world. So yeah, if you haven't caught on yet, the plot of Earthbound is a little more strange than some other mid-90s role-playing games. Earthbound is not to be taken too seriously during most of the game. Hardly any of the characters take their situation seriously, which helps aid Earthbound's strongest area, the humor. There's no other game that'll leave you grinning from ear to ear during cutscenes or other random conversations with characters. From encounters with a strange philosophy club in Summers, a crime boss at a flea market in Tucson, as well as the oddly shaped creatures called the Mr. Saturn, you'll never be short of a laugh or a smile during your adventure. Earthbound's far too modern for potions and swords and such, but it's not above poking fun at the role-playing game genre as a whole, or of course, good old-fashioned American culture. You'll constantly be stopped by your old neighbor and playmate, Pokey, during your quest to save the world. He's big, mean, and somehow keeps mucking up all your plans. He's a real jerk, constantly snubbing you or sending his toadies to stop Ness and his friends in their tracks. And as far as adversaries in video games go, Pokey is more than a nuisance. He's the ultimate backstabbing goon. He's your archenemy, but he used to be your best friend. A classic case of betrayal here in Earthbound, but Pokey is such a snobby dork that you just have to hate him. There's an evil statue, magical worlds, jumpsuit-wearing gangs, cultists who paint everything blue, sailors who get seasick. Everything in Earthbound makes you wonder how Ness and his friends remain sane. Ness never voices any objections during the game, playing the role of a classic silent protagonist pretty well. Of course, you'll have to call your dad to take care of the game's save and record-keeping in case your adventure doesn't go well, and Ness needs to call his mom every now and then at home so he doesn't get homesick. She'll also make sure you don't go out saving the world in your pajamas, since it's a little unbecoming of a courageous kid like Ness. There's all sorts of awesome events in Earthbound that are very memorable. You'll get a touring band out of debt, put sticky paper in a tent to catch a whole city's worth of zombies, and travel under the Earth's crust to find a land of dinosaurs. It's a remarkable adventure, and one you're not going to want to miss out on. Of course, the cost of entry for Earthbound is a little high, with eBay auctions insanely high for a used copy of the game. It sometimes feels like Nintendo of America doesn't want anyone to play this game anymore, since they haven't translated and released the other games in the series, or put Earthbound on the Virtual Console for the Wii or the Nintendo 3DS. After all, Earthbound sold horribly in the mid-90s, so there's not millions of carts floating around, so a high cost of admission is the price to pay to join Ness on this classic adventure. But it's money well spent, because you'll never forget your first trip through Earthbound and you'll keep coming back afterwards.